constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Calls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Dogs are on the move. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it up.
There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's carry on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback go in the other direction.
Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
To the air on second down. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at second and 8. Looking to fire. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for them there.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Toss to the outside. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Got it, looking for a first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is just getting blown off the field right now, and I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much. Just brutal. They're trailing by 21 to Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Another look at this Bulldog offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Flicks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now on third down for this offense. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quick release by the QB. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Working that left side now. Got enough space. Touchdown ball. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bannon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a crease. It's Applewhite. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And here's the third interception of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Catch in the middle, it's carry on. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. The tag, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How about a game-changing play for this defense. Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCF pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Knights did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Thanks for the grab. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Vols decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Bannon. At the 40, there he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Got a man. It's Shimonic. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Volunteers want to move quickly. Back to pass on second down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
And the Vols come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on third and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. In this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. Turning it on. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll ride the hot hand. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Defense showing blitz here. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've been running it, but now the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They want to run this quarterback. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Snap it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that one this week.
The Vols will hustle for the line. Makes the catch. It's Carry-On. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make it.
There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quick.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher they can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coach can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now it's 2nd and long. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. They want to throw it. Got his man on the outside. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. He hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Got his man. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Wants to throw on first down. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Georgia going up tempo. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it for the touchdown, and now they need the 2-point conversion.
Talk about the cardiac kids. They score that touchdown with just seconds to go in the game. They've got to go for 2 to tie it up. What is the play call here? Who can step up with the game on the line for this offense?
This crowd is rising up, trying to help its defense make a stand on the 2-point try. He's looking to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I like the try going for 2 there because you're trying to get your opponent to at least have to score a touchdown to win this one. But honestly, guys, with just a couple seconds left on the clock, you're walking out of here with a W.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Powell.